Hello, dear students, and welcome back. This English lesson is for grade 8, and today's topic is athletes as role models. My name is Ksenija Rumora, and I'll be your teacher today. By the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to understand the text about two successful athletes and to create a video story about an athlete of your own choice. For today's lesson, you need a notebook and a pencil, a tablet or a laptop or a smartphone, actually a device with good internet connection, as well as a QR code scanner. Please have in mind that you can pause this video lesson anytime you want so that you can work at your own pace. If you have everything needed, I suggest that we start. How would you describe a role model? Which kind of a person is it? Actually, it is a person that you admire and try to copy. And what does it mean to act as a role model? What does that person do? Well, a role model is someone who others look up to as a good example, but also someone who inspires others to imitate his or her good behavior. And what are the qualities of a role model? What does it mean to be one? A role model is a good example and an inspirational ideal. Let's have a look at this vocabulary point. The definitions are the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles that you refuse to change, a belief that something good will happen, something good that you want to happen in the future, a strong feeling of sympathy and sadness, the ability to continue trying to do something although it is very difficult. And the words are compassion, hope, determination, integrity, and optimism. Please pause this video lesson now and do the matching. Let's check. Compassion is a strong feeling of sympathy and sadness. Hope is something good that you want to happen in the future. Determination is the ability to continue trying to do something, although it is very difficult. Integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles that you refuse to change. Optimism is a belief that something good will happen. Good job! So, what do role models teach us? They teach us how to live with compassion, integrity, hope, determination, and optimism. Let's practice a bit by playing a game. In order to play the game, please copy the link bit.ly/rolemodelsgame1 into your browser or just scan the QR code. Have fun! Let's try to do some guessing first. I have 3 questions for you. Who are the young athletes in the photos? How old are they and where do they live? In order to guess the answers to the given questions, observe this photo gallery for a while. You are about to listen to the text about 2 young athletes. You will hear the following numbers: 2017, 2018, 30, 36, 10, 100,000, 130. What do these numbers stand for? Please copy the numbers into your notebooks and while listening, write the notes next to the corresponding numbers. Please be careful.
Let me tell you a story. This story is about two young and prospective Croatian alpine skiers, brothers Ilija and Samuel Kolega. For the purpose of this video, we shall call them Eli and Sami. Eli Kolega was born on the 23rd of May 1996 in Munich, Germany. He is a Croatian alpine ski racer and a slalom specialist. Eli's brother Sami was born on the 15th of January 1999 in Ulm, Germany. He is a Croatian alpine skier as well. Although they were both born in Germany, they live in Zagreb, Croatia. Taking up skiing was the logical choice since as small kids they used to spend much time in nature, basically on sneme, doing various outdoor activities. As we all know, an athlete's life is far from being easy. Eli and Sami train between 5 and 8 hours a day. Their training is a combination of yoga exercises, fitness training, running, and of course, skiing. When being asked how often they train, the brothers respond in a humorous way, saying that they do not train only when they sleep. Since 2017, Ante Kostelić, Ivica and Janica's father and coach, has been Eli and Sami's coach.
Brothers Kolega both took part in competitions at the 2018 Olympics. At that time, Eli was 20 years old and Sami 17. Their results were amazing. Eli was among top 30 skiers and Sami was the 36th.
When talking about Eli's best results, it is important to say that he is one of the top 10 skiers of the World Cup. As any other top athlete, Eli and Sami are usually asked about their role models. They both highlight the key role of Ante, Ivica and Janica Kostelić in their sports career and name Marcel Hirscher as their skiing role model. On the other hand, their mother Sonia has always been the most important and valuable support, being there for them in good and bad times, next to the champion's podium, but next to the hospital bed after an operation as well. Since skiing is quite an expensive sport and it costs more than 100,000 euros annually, finding sponsors is necessary and often complicated. Quite an amazing fact is that Eli and Sami had great results on the higher level of the Matura exam, although they had spent less than 15 days at school during the 4-year period of secondary school. When talking about success, athlete's life, champions' characteristics, and skiing as a sports discipline, they both say carpe diem, which means that their main goal is to make the most of the present moment, to seize the day. It looks as if a skier's life resembles the one of the gladiators, skiing down the slopes at a speed of 130 kilometers per hour is the survival itself. Let me finish this story with Ellie and Sami's recipe for success. Nothing bothers me and nothing is difficult.
Let's check now. Ante Kostelic started working with Ellie and Sami as their coach in 2017. Brothers Kolega took part in competitions at the Olympic Games in 2018. Ellie was among top 30 skiers. Sami was the 36th at the 2018 Olympics. Ellie is one of the top 10 skiers of the World Cup. Skiing costs more than €100,000 annually. Skiers ski down the slopes at the speed of 130 kilometers per hour. Well done! During the second listening, I'd like you to find out some more information about our skiers. There are some questions for you. Who is the story about? When and where was Ellie Kolega born? When and where was Sami Kolega born? Why did they take up skiing? How often do the brothers train? What does the training look like? How long has Ante Kostelic been their coach? Who are Ellie and Sami's role models? Who is their most important support? What does carpe diem mean? What is Ellie and Sami's recipe for success? Are your notebooks and pencils ready? Please listen for the second time and write down the answers into your notebooks, please. Let's check. The story is about Ellie and Sami Kolega. Ellie was born on the 23rd of May 1996 in Munich, Germany. Sami was born on the 15th of January 1999 in Ulm, Germany. They spent much time in nature on Sljeme doing various outdoor activities. Taking up skiing was a logical choice. They train between 5 and 8 hours a day. Their training is a combination of yoga exercises, fitness training, running, and skiing. Ante Kostelic has been their coach for 3 years. Ivica, Janica, and Ante Kostelic, as well as Marcel Hirscher, are Ellie and Sami's role models. Their mother, Sonja, is their most important support. Carpe diem means seize the day, make the most of the present moment. The sentence, nothing bothers me and nothing is difficult, is Ellie and Sami's recipe for success. Good job! As you have probably noticed, there have been numbers throughout today's lesson. How do we read numbers? And how do we write them? How do we read and write the price of something? And what about the mountain peaks, the highest parts of the mountains, and their altitude? Let's have a look at these two sentences. Ellie was born on the 23rd of May 1996 in Munich, Germany. Brothers Kollega both took part in competitions at the 2018 Olympics. What do you notice? Is there any difference between English and Croatian? Of course there is. There is no full stop after the year. Good job! Let's have a look at altitude, visina, price, cijena, and speed, brzina. The highest peak of the Medvednica mountain at 1035 meters is Sljeme. Skiing costs more than 100,000 euros annually. What do you notice? Is there any difference in English? Of course there is. There is no full stop, but comma when you write altitude as well as price in this case. The third example, skiing down the slopes at the speed of 130 kilometers per hour, is the survival itself. What do you notice related to the abbreviations, short version of the words kilometer and hour? Yes, there is no difference when writing, but you have to be careful with reading it, of course. Well done! Well, as you know, practice makes the master. Let's do it by playing a game. In order to play it, please copy the link bit.ly/numbersa into your browser or just scan the QR code. You can pause this video lesson now and enjoy the game. It's your turn now. Your task is to choose an athlete to do research about. Find out about his or her date and place of birth, best results, role model or role models, and his or her recipe for success. After having done the research, create a video and tell a story. Use the digital tool Adobe Spark at spark.adobe.com. The last activity of today's lesson contains 3 things. They are: name 3 things that stuck with you after today's lesson. Write down 2 questions you still have. And finally, name 1 thing you would like to know more about. We have come to the end of today's lesson. I hope you liked it. Thank you for your attention, and until we meet again, goodbye.